Ghastly Night, Souls to Keep. DHD is where horror meets. Welcome in, my horror peeps. I am Doogie. This is Doogie's Horror Den. And this is my 10 worst movies of 2025. Now, it doesn't mean that they're all movies from 2025. It's just the fact that this is a list of the worst movies that I watched for the first time in 2025. So let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10 is a movie that came out in 2024. It's about a girl who befriends a spider, and the spider can make weird noises and grow huge and expire people. And that was the movie Sting. Sting was not very scary for me. And it kind of reminded me a little bit of the train wreck that was Itsy Bitsy. So, in at number 10 is Sting. Now, coming in at number 9 is a movie that came out in 2013. It is on Tubi. The movie is called 13-13-13. Now, this movie is about is in this universe, they have created a 13th month and a 13th, day, 13th year. And when it all coincides into one, demons come and infect the human population, and they can do whatever the hell they want, which is expire each other. That's what this movie's about, and it was really not that good. The acting was kind of shaky at best, and horror peeps, it just wasn't that good. There were some, expirations, in all this, but not worth it for me. So I apologize for fans of this movie, but for me personally, it was one of the worst ones that I've seen this year. Now, coming in number 8 is a movie that came out in 2025. It's on Shudder. It's a Shudder original, and it's called Night of the Reaper. Now, this movie is about a serial expirationer, of course, with an awesome mask. The premise was really good. It started off with a bang, and it just went downhill. It got kind of boring in the middle. And it picked up a little at the end, but it just wasn't the best for me. There was a couple of expirations, but nothing that spectacular. It just could have been a lot scarier and a lot more gore and expirations. It just kind of fell flat for me. So, Night of the Reaper in at number 8. Now, number 7 is a movie that came out way back in 2010. And this movie is also on Tubi. And it is about 4 journalists who go into the New Hampshire mountains and forests to find out what happened to a whole town that disappeared in 1940. It has found footage. And this movie is called Yellow Brick Road. Now, this movie was just flat out boring. They go into the woods, they hear these sounds, this music, these people talking, and they turn on each other, and it was just, that's it. That's all what happened. And for me, it was not that good. Some people may like it, some people may not. I am on the fence at do not. So Yellow Brick Road in at number 7. Now, in number 6, plain and simple, is a movie that came out in 2025. It's on Tubi. It's called The Jolly Monkey. Not to be confused with The Monkey that came out also in 2025. For me, this movie is about 2 people who are trying to figure out why this toy is killing people. And that's pretty much it. For me, it was boring. A couple explorations. It just didn't get me that excited. Didn't get me scared. Didn't get me caring about anything. So that's why The Jolly Monkey in at number 6. Now here we go. Top 5, everybody. Here we go right now. Top 5. Number 5 is a movie that I was excited to watch until I watched it. This movie came out in 2024. It's on HBO Max, and it stars Brandy. This movie is called The Front Room, and it's about a woman who is pregnant. Her name is Belinda, played by Brandy, whose grandmother-in-law or mother-in-law moves into the house, and nothing really happens. They don't like each other. Things happen. They still don't like each other. Movie ends. The end. I was not impressed by this movie. I was waiting for something amazing to happen, and it just never did. So The Front Room, number 5 worst movie. Now, in at number 4 is a movie that came out in 2022. When I watched it, it was on Hulu, but I think it's on Apple and Amazon now. This movie is called Maneater, and it is a shark movie. Same old, same old, same old. People on vacation or in a tropical paradise. Shark comes and eats people. I didn't like the characters at all, so I was rooting for the shark. Then the shark started to piss me off, so I didn't like the shark either. And I had to really, really trudge through this movie to get to the end, and I just did not like Maneater at all. That's why, for me, it is in at number 4 this year. Well, last year, because we're in 2026 now. Coming in at number 3, my third worst movie of the year, is also a movie that came out in 2025. It's on Tubi. It's called Popeye's Revenge. People go up and get expired by Popeye. There was a lot of expirations, a lot of gore, but that did not save the fact that this movie was kind of pretty damn bad. The acting was crap. If they maybe had a bigger budget, it might have been better. I know there's like 2 or 3 other more Popeye movies I haven't watched yet. I will. Hopefully this was the worst one of the ones ever made. So in number 3, Popeye's Revenge. Now, in at number 2 is a movie that came out in 2013. It stars Liev Schreiber and is about the first manned mission to Mars. It is on Tubi. This movie is called The Last Days of Mars, and I love Liev Schreiber, but even he could not save this train wreck of a movie. It was really boring. Even when they had the big reveal of there was things, creatures, whatever you want to call it, living on Mars trying to expire people, it just didn't save the movie, and it was not that good. And I waited a long time to watch this movie too. I debated for a very long time, should I or should I not watch this movie? And well, I should have not watched it. But The Last Days of Mars in at number 2. Now, what was the worst movie of 2025 that I watched for the first time? Well, my horror peeps, it is a movie that is on Tubi. Came out in 2024 and is called The Butchers Book 2 Raghorn. And this time around, The Butchers 1 was great. Butchers 2, not so much. They dropped the ball on this one. I did not care about anything that was going on. And I didn't care about the people who survived because they were all criminals. I didn't care about the butchers themselves because they were idiots also. The whole thing was a giant mess. I did not like it at all. So the number 1 worst movie that I've seen this year, The Butchers Book 2 Raghorn. Well, my horror peeps, thank you. Thank you for watching my list of the worst movies of the year. Coming up very, very shortly, my best movies of 2025. So watch horror movies, just not these, because they will scare you.